whether it's 90% plus of the world's opium supply, 90 fucking percent. That is a multi-billion-dollar business. And if you think these fucking industrialist cocksuckers that are running the world are gonna leave that money behind, you're fucking crazy. Dude, they've got United States Army troops guarding Poppy Field. There's fucking so much heroin there. I mean, it's incredible. The fucking brother of the president of Afghanistan, his brother was selling heroin and getting paid by the CIA. I mean, god damn it. Heroin is absolutely addictive, okay? People who try heroin get hooked. Heroin is everywhere, okay? So you need to sell it. Someone's selling it. Who's selling it? I don't know, but 90% of it comes from this one place where we have to be to save our freedom. You can't criticize it, because if you criticize it, you're a shithead. You don't appreciate the...
You know, it's a shame that nobody talks about Afghanistan anymore, considering how the war is far from over and remains the longest military quagmire in U.S. history. At this point, we should be asking ourselves a very important question. Bin Laden's dead and Afghanistan's apparently ready to police themselves, so why are we still there? See, aside from U.S. troops still occupying the country, there are over 100,000 private contractors in Afghanistan. And guess what? The Pentagon can't even tell us what the hell they're doing there. But this right here might give you a clue.
It is the most unintended and awkward consequence of our military offensive here in Afghanistan. The rout by our Marines of the Taliban from their former stronghold here in Helmand Province has put us in the weird position of being protectors of the largest crop of opium in the world.
Thanks, Geraldo. And guess what, guys? The Taliban had banned and almost completely eradicated opium in Afghanistan shortly before the U.S. invaded. Just look at these headlines. The corporate media was even lauding the Taliban's success. Fast forward to today, where over 90% of the world's heroin originates from the war-torn country. According to a report from the UN Office on Drugs and Crime, this year saw opium production surge to a record high. The report said that the harvest this May resulted in 5,500 metric tons of opium, 49% higher than last year, and more than the combined output of the rest of the world. Wow, that's a lot of heroin and a lot of money being made. Someone's got to be reaping the spoils, which brings us back to war, which has always been about two things: resources and control. As reported by Global Research back in 2005, heroin is a multi-billion-dollar business supported by powerful interests, which requires a steady and secure commodity flow. One of the hidden objectives of the war was precisely to restore the CIA-sponsored drug trade to its historical levels and exert direct control over the drug routes. Of course, according to Geraldo, it's nothing more than an uncomfortable fluke that the U.S. military happens to be guarding the largest opium supply in the world. I guess we're also supposed to believe that this discovery of Afghanistan's $1 trillion worth of untapped minerals was a surprise coincidence. In today's globalized world, one can't discount the role that multinational corporations play in U.S. foreign policy decisions. Not only have oil companies and private military contractors made a killing off the occupation, Big Pharma, which collectively lobbies over $250 million annually to Congress, needs opium latex to manufacture drugs for this pill-happy nation. Don't forget about the banks. See, trillions in black market sales are being funneled through banks, and this money has got to come out clean on the other side. Support for the ongoing war may not be high, but believe me, these corporations are in it for the long haul. See, a strategic pact that will allow a U.S. troop presence to remain in Afghanistan until 2024 has already been signed. So baseless rhetoric and propaganda aside, here's the cold, hard truth. This government is fighting a war on drugs worldwide, with millions of nonviolent drug users rotting away in prison. Yet on the other hand, the U.S. is at the very least nurturing the largest source of the deadliest and most addictive drug on the planet. So you tell me what the occupation of Afghanistan is really about.